For race 2 here at the Qatar Grand Prix in the Asia Talent Cup sees Matani launch from pole ahead of Takahira and Singapong. Then it's Ramadhipa, Ogiwara and Ikegami on row 2. Farish Hafai, Takemoto and Levi Russo make up row 3. On row 4, then we have Filipino rider Dakiguan leading Henry and Thai rider Wan Moon. While then it's Chavan, Putra and Schmidt on row 5. On the 6th row, Thai rider, Indian rider and Malaysian riders Tanachad, Vishwanath and Nakib. While propping up the grid for race 2 is Raksith Dave.
There is your grid then, the exact same grid as we saw in race 1, and the warm-up lap for race 2 is underway. As I say, conditions warmer today, a good 3-4 degrees warmer than it was yesterday. A little bit earlier in the day, of course, a couple of hours earlier, so the sun beating down on the Lusail International Circuit. It's going to be a little bit greasier out there, so the riders have just got to watch out for that. We saw them do this weekend, so it won't be anything new to them, but it's obviously the first time they're going to be racing in these hotter conditions this year. So interesting to see how that plays out, how that might affect the race compared to yesterday.
It's going to be absolutely pivotal once again to this race.
So early drama then, unexpected drama for the Japanese rider Ikegami, the rookie of course from P9, but it is lights on and soon to be lights out for race 2 here in Lusail for the Idemitsu Asia Talent Cup riders. The lights now do come on and they go out, and it looks like again a good start from pole position from Matani. Again, look at the number 16 of Ojiwara, a fantastic launch from the middle of the second row, and before they've even got into the braking zone down into turn 1, Ojiwara looks like he shouldn't get the whole shot. Once again just moves Matani across to the outside. Nothing wrong with that though. Exactly the same as happened as yesterday. Ojiwara, although he runs a little bit wide, will he keep P1 into turn 2? I think he might. That's Hafai coming at the inside of the number 19, but it's as you were. I'll let you know, but maybe it was a mechanical issue, because if he'd started from pit lane after a penalty, then he would have been further up the road already. So Ikegami, unfortunately, it's going to be podium hopes over for the young Japanese rider, but let's see what he can do from there. But already, Chris, as you rightly say, this group is much, much closer than it was in race 1. Takahira trying to get past Mitani, Slipstream City down the 1 kilometre long front straight. The first lap is complete here in the Asia Talent Cup. Ogiwara, though, getting a great launch out of the final corner, does hold it for 19. Lost a podium in Malaysia last year at his home race, so he'll be hungry for his debut podium in the Asian Talent Cup. He's sitting in 3rd place so far in his
circuit, so there's going to be plenty of chopping and changing as we have a little look. I thought Takahira was going to try a little move up the inside of Hafai, but the Malaysian a little later onto the brakes and holds on to P3 for the moment. Yeah, I can see this chopping and changing. So many overtaking hotspots here at Lusail. I think whoever's watching, the fans who have come in a little bit earlier, are in for a treat here. Or the Indonesian rider, excuse me, with the Japanese rider dropping back to P5 as Takahira looks to bite back on the number 7, but he just can't quite get it to complete another lap, or we'll see how they did in sector 4. But it's Ogiwara and Matani now who look like they might just want to bolt a little bit, but the number 19 of Farish Hafai dives up the inside. Look at the slipstream come into play there. Brilliant from the Malaysian rider, as Ramadhipa then takes the inside line as well. Let's see if they crash down at turn 1. Hafai and Ogiwara are gone.
Hafai down, tagged Ojiwara with him as well. Disaster for the race lead, Ojiwara. That's 2 DNFs in a row. No fault of his own though. I'd love to see a replay of that. He's clearly annoyed as the young Japanese rider. Hopefully Hafai is okay as well. Good to see Ojiwara back up on his feet. Part of this circuit. Let's get a replay then, Chris. Ojiwara, of course, on the outside, the number 16. Hafai
just cuts the nose off him.
Yeah, Ojiwara, of course, trying to dive across and make the apex, thinking it's all clear. Hafai a bit later on the brakes, and the two just come together, and unfortunately down the road they go. Yeah, difficult one to...
I don't think that's going to be the last time we hear about this incident. Thankfully, both are okay. They look a little maybe worse for wear. But yeah, it looks like the number 16 of Ogiwara is cutting across, cuts the nose off of Haf.
As they come up then to turn 1, 7 laps to go. It's a lead group now of 4. Just looking at the gap back to Russo. No, he's not closed in, unfortunately, as the young Australian. So it looks like it's these 4 who are batting out for the victory. So yeah, Takahira clearly struggling with something down at turn 15. That's 4 times now he's ran wide. So we're going to keep an eye on that. If we get any track limits warnings, we will of course let you know. But the worst thing for me for juara is he's now got to wait until September to get back on an ATC machine and try and get his championship charge back on track. So that's a long time to have a double DNF at the first race when you come into
over 0.2 of a second. But as we've seen so far, that probably will not last, particularly coming down the front straight, which we will see with the slipstream coming into play. That's Richie Takahira then, just a little bit behind him. Zen Matani, yesterday's race winner, cruising.
And just like that, we were saying Matani might want to be breaking clear, and in a couple of seconds he's gone from P1 to P3.
Yeah, it's a very different race to yesterday, where Matani ran it clear out front, and then we had a big podium battle of a group of 5-6 riders chopping and changing. This has been a little bit more settled since the major incident between Hafai and Ogiwara, but now it looks like it's just livening up a little bit, and it's going to be an entertaining final 4 laps here. So it's Ramadhipa leading over the line. This is where Matani struck last time with the double slipstream.
Russo, Henry's in there as well, so a couple of Australians battling away in this group for 5th place. 10 seconds down on the leaders, but this is another fascinating fight. This is, though, where we're going to focus our attention. It's still Ramadhipa leading the way on the number 7. As I say, a new Indonesian rookie in this class.
It's his second race, is this? Well, first year as a full-time rider. He had a few appearances last year, but he's looking very much at home as he sticks it up the inside of Richie Takahira.
Yeah, nice little slow-mo shot down at turn 2 here at LSL from the front, and of course, unlike years gone by, the first time we saw it last year, the finish line has been moved back down towards turn 16 here at LSL International Circuit. Before, you wanted to probably not lead if you're in a group and get some slipstream and slingshot your way to the finish line, but nowadays here in Losail, you probably want to be leading out of the fight. He runs wide once again, just Takahira, so trying to carry a little bit too much speed there. We saw him look behind. He had a face full of the riders, trying to probably see if he'd pulled any gap. Seeing that he didn't, maybe just try to carry, as I say, too much speed down into turn 15 once again. Runs wide, but he does hold the lead, and with 2 laps to go, it is Takahira leading the way.
Yeah, let's see how slipstream comes into effect here. Takahira, Ramadhipa's gone ahead out in the wide left. Matani and Singapong took a different line, but they still slot into 3rd and 4th position. This time it's Ramadhipa who comes out ahead of Takahira in turn 1.
At turn 5, at the top of the circuit, this is down into turn 6. A popular passing manoeuvre here at the sharp left-hand hairpin, but Matani, yeah, keeping his cards close to his chest, just eyeing out the competition in front of him. Don't forget about Singapong as well on the number 20. He's been sat there pretty much all race long, knows exactly where these riders are quick, maybe where he has the advantage on the trio ahead of him. So of that from Ramadhipa, didn't want Matani to get to the front and lead, and he just bit straight back. That's exactly what you got to do in a battle. Once you get overtaken, the sooner you can get back, the better. But it is coming around the final corner for the penultimate time. Takahira leading the way onto the final lap from Ramadhipa in the slipstream, pulling up to the inside. Matani in 3rd, Singapong in 4th. Any one of these 4 riders can win. It's 4 abreast down into turn 1 on the final lap. Takahira on the inside. Matani, is he going to lead into the final corner? I think he is. That's a very close between the 2 Japanese who are down in turn 1. Matani hangs it around the outside, though. Takahira has to settle for 2nd place for now.
That's brilliant from Matani. He's timed that to perfection. Now he's got
plenty of opportunities. Here's one of them, turn 6. As you mentioned, Matani, though, late on the brakes. No room through for Takahira, Ramadhipa or Singapong for now. Singapong just running wide there on the exit. That's going to be a track limits warning on the last lap, and he knows it. A little bit of a shake there. Takahira then dives at the inside at turn 7. What a move, a block pass down into turn 7. The 2 Japanese riders, a little bit of contact there, but Takahira then, what a move. He now leads the race.
I didn't earmark turn 7 as one of the overtaking hotspots, but that didn't matter to Richie Takahira. Brilliant move to get ahead of Matani. And now, will the Japanese winner from yesterday have anything up his sleeve to come back? Well, he's going to try fire around the outside here. Is he going to make that stick? If he does, that's brilliant.
That's close.
But that's going to play into the hands of Ramadhipa, who fires up the inside now, 3 abreast, and it's Ramadhipa who's come out best from there.
Oh, Matani hangs it up the inside of Takira at turn 12. That's a fantastic move. They forgot about Ramadhipa concentrating on themselves, and Ramadhipa said, thank you very much, I'm coming through to take the race lead. A couple of corners left, they fling it through turn 14. This is turn 15, the penultimate corner. Takira lunging up the inside of Matani. That's close, but not close enough. So then, one final corner to go. Who ran wide there? I think Matani was on the red paint. We'll have to see at the end of the race, but coming into the final corner then, Matani hangs it up the inside. Can't quite do it. Ramadhipa then, is he going to win his first race in the Asia Talent Cup? It's all about getting a good run out of the final corner, trying to weave out of the slipstream. Is it going to be Ramadhipa? It is! Ramadhipa wins on the number 7 for Indonesia here in Lusail. What a race from the top 4, what a race from the rookie.
3 months away, but still important. But it's all about the number 7 from Indonesia once again in the Asia Talent Cup. This time it's not Veda Pratama, it's Kiandra Ramadhipa. What a stunning win, his maiden podium, his maiden victory in the Asian Talent Cup.